Welcome back to CryptoPulse, the place where crypto and the real world collide. And today, we're diving into something most investors don't fully understand yet, but will be everywhere in the next few years: DePIN. That stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks. And it's not just another crypto buzzword, it's how Web3 is building real-world infrastructure. Think wireless networks, energy grids, storage, computing, even connected vehicles, without big tech. This isn't theory. It's already live, powering homes, securing data, and rewarding people like you. In this deep dive, we'll explore what DePIN really is, why it's so important, the top projects building the future, and how to invest early, smartly. Like, subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss alpha like this again. This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not financial advice. Always do your own research and speak to a financial advisor before making investment decisions. Let's break it down. DePIN stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks. In simple terms, it's how crypto is used to build, manage, and scale real-world infrastructure without relying on centralized corporations. Here's the idea. Take something like wireless coverage or cloud storage or even car data. Instead of building that infrastructure using centralized servers or cell towers owned by big companies, let individuals or small businesses contribute hardware, like routers, antennas, GPUs, solar panels, cars, or hard drives. Then incentivize them with tokens for providing real-world services. It's crowdsourcing physical infrastructure, but powered by crypto. DePIN = Web3 meets real-world assets. It brings crypto off the screen and into the real world. Why is this important? Because DePIN solves real-world problems that Web2 can't. 1. It reduces dependence on centralized providers. Big companies control our data, our networks, our infrastructure. DePIN gives that power back to communities and individuals. 2. It opens infrastructure to the masses. In Web2, you need millions in capital to build infrastructure. In DePIN, anyone with a device can contribute and earn, from a spare hard drive to a car's GPS. 3. It aligns incentives with tokenization. Instead of profits going to shareholders, DePIN tokens reward contributors fairly and transparently. 4. It scales faster and cheaper. Because it's decentralized, it can grow exponentially, like a swarm, not a pyramid. 5. It bridges crypto with the physical world. This is how crypto gets real, literally. The more devices connect to the blockchain, the more tangible value is generated and owned by users. This isn't sci-fi. DePIN is already being used in ways you wouldn't believe. Let's look at some real examples. 1. Wireless networks, Helium. People deploy physical hotspots to expand 5G and IoT coverage. They get rewarded in HNT tokens. Over 1 million hotspots deployed globally. 2. GPU compute power render network. Creators rent decentralized GPU compute to render graphics. Tokenized payment system. No AWS middleman. Already used by animation studios and game devs. 3. Storage Filecoin. A decentralized cloud storage network. People rent unused storage space. Huge competitor to Google Drive and Dropbox, but decentralized. 4. IoT mobility. Peaq network. Powering autonomous vehicles, drones, and smart energy grids. Tokenizes mobility infrastructure and lets devices earn. Backed by Bosch and part of the Polkadot ecosystem. 5. Vehicle data. DIMO. Connected car hardware shares vehicle health, location, and driving data. Owners earn DIMO tokens, can monetize and use the data in DeFi or insurance applications. These use cases are functional, scalable, and earning people income today. Let's break down the top DePIN projects you should have on your radar, not just for investing, but for understanding where the space is headed. 1. Helium, the OG in the DePIN space. Pivoted from IoT to 5G, now on the Solana blockchain, growing real-world coverage with real-world use. 2. Render network, GPU marketplace for rendering AI, games, metaverse. Massive real-world demand, supported by Apple execs and used in Hollywood. 3. Filecoin, decentralized storage backbone, Web3's Dropbox or AWS. over 10 exabytes of storage capacity. 4. Peaq, focused on machine economy and IoT, supports smart cities, EV charging, shared mobility, runs on Polkadot, high scalability. 5. DIMO, connected cars meet DeFi, drivers earn by sharing data, car manufacturers are watching closely. 6. Hivemapper, real-time decentralized Google Maps, drivers map streets with dash cams and earn tokens, already over 2 million kilometers mapped. These aren't token-only projects. They're protocols with real-world physical components and measurable utility. Now here's the part most investors are missing. DePIN isn't just another niche. It could become the infrastructure layer of the decentralized world. Because here's what DePIN enables: Web3 clouds, storage, compute, AI, decentralized energy grids, crowdsourced mapping, autonomous machine payments, open, fair economic participation. And every one of those use cases generates token demand. Unlike speculative coins, DePIN tokens have clear use cases, real-world integrations, and recurring utility. It's the holy grail of crypto, value derived from real-world service, not speculation. All right, let's talk strategy. How do you approach DePIN as an investor? First, early positioning. Many DePIN tokens are still under the radar and undervalued relative to their utility. Next, look for live use. The strongest projects have hardware already deployed, active user participation, and real revenue or service metrics. Third, infrastructure-focused tokens. Tokens like RNDR, Peaq, HNT, Phil, and Honey aren't meme coins. They fuel actual systems. Lastly, community participation. In many DePIN networks, you can run a hotspot, share storage or bandwidth, map roads, or contribute data from your devices. In other words, you're not just investing, you're participating. DePIN lets you be a builder, not just a bag holder. Now let's stay balanced. DePIN isn't perfect. Here are the challenges to keep in mind. First, hardware requirements. Many DePIN systems need real-world hardware. Not everyone wants to buy or manage devices. Second, geographical constraints. Rewards often depend on your location. Urban areas earn more in networks like Helium or Hivemapper. Third, tokenomics must align. Some DePIN projects have inflationary models. Make sure demand for services offsets token emissions. Lastly, adoption and regulation. It takes time to shift from centralized infrastructure. Governments may regulate location-based or IoT data services. But despite these risks, momentum is building fast, especially as institutions and governments begin to see the value in decentralized infrastructure. Let's zoom out one more time. In the future, you might use decentralized 5G wherever you go, rent cloud computing from a render node, have your car earning tokens while it drives, charge your EV on a Peaq-powered smart grid, store files in Filecoin, and use AI that lives on decentralized GPU networks. All of that equals DePIN. All of that equals real-world Web3. This isn't just the next trend. This is the next internet layer, built by people, owned by people. DePIN makes crypto useful, physical, and profitable, and it's just getting started. If you're serious about crypto with real-world impact, DePIN is your rabbit hole. Helium, Render, Peaq, Filecoin, DIMO, Hivemapper. These aren't hype projects, they're systems building the future today. So, are you sleeping on DePIN? Or are you positioning early? Like, comment and subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this. And tell us in the comments, what's your favorite DePIN project? Are you earning yet? Thanks for watching CryptoPulse. Stay real, stay decentralized, stay ahead.